Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what do you need to do to get ready for your first powerlifting meet. So we're going to take you through step by step and get you ready so that you can take the plunge into this great sport. All right, so I've got a checklist here. These are going to be my 5 things that you should do to get ready for your first powerlifting meet. The first here that I have, and this is going to be in a strategic order, it's going to be to get your membership and register for the meet. So, one of the first things that people say whenever I talk to them, inevitably, whenever they ask me about signing up for a powerlifting competition, it's, am I going to be competitive? Or are my numbers enough? Right? It's always those questions. And it's, oh, maybe I'll wait till later until I'm stronger. I'll be honest, you'll never feel like you're going to be strong enough, right? And in my opinion, the best choice you can make is actually, as soon as you think about it, just register. So find a federation that most fits your needs, whether it be how far from you the closest meet is or what your goals are. I do have a video, so I'll link that up above somewhere that you can make this decision with on how to choose a federation. But once you do make that choice, then go ahead and get a membership and register for the meet. The second thing you want to do in my checklist in getting ready for your first powerlifting competition is to read the rule book, right? So once you've chosen a federation that you want to compete in, you signed up for your meet, take some time and sit down and look at the rule book. This is going to tell you what you're allowed to wear on the platform, what the rules of officiating are, the commands for all the lifts. Um, I've seen so many lifters go into meets and not even know there was a pause on the bench press, right? So get familiar with all of those things. Squat depth is another one. Make sure you're squatting to depth. Um, the rule book is an underutilized tool to get you familiar. That way, whenever you actually get to the platform, you can be comfortable. After you've chosen your federation and registered for your meet, and then you've sat down and read through the rule book, the next thing you're going to want to do is actually talk to others. You'd be surprised who's in your own gym who's competed before. With today's day and age of social media, you can reach out to other experienced lifters who've done it. Um, and there's plenty of communities, right, even for new lifters, in order to gain information, right? And I'll take this time just to say it here. If you all have any questions for me, feel free to ask me, whether it be in the gym, in the comments section down below, on Instagram, right? I'm always open to answer those questions and help you out, right? So this is an underutilized tool, I think, right? Reach out to others, ask. Usually the powerlifting community is pretty friendly. Is going to be to set some reasonable goals. So the most often goal of any lifter is usually to lift more than they've lifted before, set personal records. The difficulty here is when you're going into a meet, there are so many new variables. Most people have not lifted in front of other people before. They have commands. Maybe they're not used to the pause on a bench press, right? So it can be a tough ask to go out and hit personal best compared to what you've done in the gym. Instead, I tend to like to think of it as like competition goals, right? So you want to go out, make as many lifts as possible with the correct form, get white lights, right? Have fun, enjoy the moment. Sometimes people go in too serious about winning a local competition, and usually those aren't the places to care so much about winning, right? The community is so supportive. Don't go in not wanting to talk to anyone just because they're your competitor, right? Set goals that you can do that maybe don't have to do with how much weight's on the bar. And then if you hit PRs along the way, then that's great. But setting a reasonable set of goals will set you up for the long term in the sport, because If you set reasonable goals, you will hit them and you will have fun. And that's what keeps people coming back, right? Last step is going to be train hard, right? And not only train hard, but train smart, right? So that's the whole reason that we do this is we put the hours in behind the scenes and hopefully those hours pay off in 9 minutes on the platform, right? So take it seriously. Don't be someone who just signs up for a meet and then slacks off in training and expects the meet to go well. You know, if you do not train hard, don't expect these goals to come to fruition. And then also train smart. Train with the commands, with the pause on the bench press. Have people check your depth on squat. Be open to feedback and make sure that you are ready to perform to the rules of your federation. And if you do that, right, once we've done these 5 things, then you can confidently walk into your first meet and be prepared, right? And if you're prepared, you're going to have fun. And if you have fun, you're probably going to stay in the sport longer. And that's our goal. All right. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video. If you're getting into your first meet, drop a comment down below. Let me know when it is and what you've got coming up. Best of luck, and I'll see you all in the next one.